Hi everyone, I'm here today to do a sort of review. I'm calling it review, but like as I go into it you'll understand why we're kind of not. Anyways, yes, of a EP that I have been sent by a band that I know very well, and to be honest I genuinely thought that the review I would be doing at this kind of time would be Resist by Within Temptation, but honestly I kind of don't care for it, and the few songs I've heard have not really done anything for me, so I didn't want to like spend my money on an album that obviously I'm never going to listen to, I'm not going to care about, and I just kind of didn't really want a bit of a downer about the fact that this is a band that I've loved for many years and they've kind of gone away. They've lacuna coiled me. So apologies if you were expecting me to review that album, but I'm just not invested in it and I don't want to spend money on something that I'm not going to love, or at least like. So maybe I'll get more into it as time goes by, but right now I'm just not bothered about it, so apologies if you were expecting me to review that album, because you know it's kind of my thing. But today I am going to review the EP by the band Pallas Athena. This is The Awakening, and like I said, I know this band, like I personally know especially the vocalist Vicky Harley. Like I've known her for 16-17 years, so like we are good friends, so I'm a bit biased, but I don't want to come across, you know, just being like, oh my god they're amazing and everything's perfect and I love them and I'm the number one fan, even though I am a fan of them, you know. I feel like I have that kind of friendship where if something was bad I'd just say like, look Vicky, this needs, you know, like this needs to change, or this needs this. And I feel like she would understand that I'm doing it to be nice and not because I'm trying to be horrible and sabotage or anything. Anyways, so first things first, I am slightly biased and I will put that out there to the world. You know, I am not blinded by a friendship, but obviously like I feel more of a connection and a love and support for this band because of my friendship. So take that as you will. Please don't mean that this band is rubbish and I'm just putting them out there because they're my friends. Like I say, I would be honest if I thought that they'd put something out there that was bad. I would be like, this could have improved, you know. I try and be nicely honest about it. Anyways, so disclaimer out the way. This is a progressive symphonic metal band from Manchester, and I have seen them live because this is quite a new development for these people. They used to be in a band together. If you ever saw A Clockwork Opera, this is some of the members from that previous band who have come to join together to make this. That band split up and disbanded, so they obviously all still wanted to work together and made this lovely little EP. I say lovely, it's, you know, it's a bit dark, so maybe lovely is the wrong word, but but you know what I mean, like they've come together still and they still want to work together and they've made some really nice music out of it. They do have a YouTube channel and a Facebook page. The YouTube channel has all of the tracks from this album as recorded on, so if you want to listen to this yourself I will link that channel so that you can have a listen and see what you think, and I will post their Facebook page as well so you can check them out, see where they're playing, things like that. They are based in Manchester, so if you are from the north of England you're more likely to be able to get to see them at the moment. Obviously, you know, if they get opportunities they're going to be willing to do more tours and travelling and things, but as they're just starting out you're more likely to see them in the north. And they are actually looking to expand and have more members, so if you play, I think it's they're looking for another drummer and a guitarist, I think. I should have probably double checked this before sitting down, but anyways, they're looking for more members and it'll be on their Facebook page. So if you're interested and you're in that kind of area or you're moving to that area or something, you could talk to them, see how you feel with them, see if you think you could fit in. So yeah, quick advertisement for them as well. They're looking to expand. So yeah, here it is. I'm just holding this while I'm not even talking about this. Here is their debut EP, The Awakening. As you can see, it's got like unique art on the front, and on the back you have a picture of the band. I have it signed by all 3 lovely members, and there's a track listing, and then there's like credits of who did what. So lots of people have come together to make this, and I'm sure that a lot of hard work went into it. I mean, I'm sure, I've heard it, a lot of hard work did go into it. But you know what I mean. Anyways, so yeah, so this is what I have, and obviously it's got a CD inside. And this has 5 tracks on it, and I'll just give you a brief little like my first thoughts and feelings of the tracks. I actually heard all these songs for the first time live. I saw them when they came to York on Halloween. And if you have seen any of the clips that are on YouTube of them performing live, I was the one who filmed it, so if you want to see my shoddy camera work, it's out there. But yeah, so I heard these songs live first, and then obviously now I've got them all recorded, and I remember saying after they came off the gig, after they came off the stage, Lilith really stood out, and as I listened to the album EP again, Lilith again to me stands out. Like, that is just a song that fits the kind of styles that I like to hear, like instrumentally and vocally. There's some really nice sounds in that song, so that one's probably my favourite of the 5, and it's definitely the one that fits in the most with the kind of music I would normally listen to, in like musically in the sound. Lyrics are a lot darker really than my kind of thing. They're a bit like what's the word I'm looking for, like not like legends and myths, but like on the darker scale of things. So like, you know, Lilith's kind of like a siren character. Anyways, yeah, you'll understand if you listen to it. So yeah, I wrote some little notes on my first thoughts and feelings. That was Lilith, which isn't even track 1, and I've already gone out of order. It's track 4. So track 1 is Gloria, which is like the intro track, and like it kind of gives you the vibes of what you're about to hear. There's not like many lyrics or anything. There's just kind of vocal like notes in there, but there's no actual words. But it's very pretty. Like the vocally, and it's quite like getting that tone of we're in for a journey that's a little bit darker. So yeah, that's the intro track. And then next I believe is Before the Dawn. Yes, Before the Dawn, which I think is the catchiest song that is on the track listing and of the songs I have at the moment, and it's definitely, I think, like the kind of one that people would go for to be able to sing along with and like to kind of get into the beat a bit. I think that is a song that could be a staple for this band for the rest of time. They could do it for years to come and fans would still think it was fun and enjoyable. So yeah, that's kind of the most, like, I don't want to say commercial, but like it's the one that if they were going to release a single, I would suggest to them would be their single. Then next is the Curse of Arachne, which is kind of like a ballad song, like a power ballad, so it builds as it goes along, and it's quite an eerie song. You know, like gives you the feels and the chills, all that kind of vibe. So you can kind of feel like it in the middle of the album, you kind of go through this softer tone, and then it like, so it kind of like rises and not falls as in quality, but like as in you go, oh, while you listen to this kind of song, and then it rises back up again to the next track, which is Lilith, which I said like is the most, to me, symphonic metal song on the album. Like it's the most not obvious, but like it's the one that obviously speaks to me the most, and has the kind of sounds that I'm used to hearing. So if you like the kind of bands I normally go for, like Nightwish, Epica, Revamp, and you want to go a bit more like underground, Lilith's probably the song that's going to break you in. And then the album finishes on the Summoning, which I feel like has that, you know, this is the finale of the album, and it ends on a stunning note. Like, Vicky, you hit that note, girl, and you did it well. And I feel like you kind of get to the end of that and you're like, right, I'm ready for more. And you know, I think it's a good way to kind of leave people wanting more but still feeling like they got what, you know, the kind of feelings that they needed from this band, but they're ready for what they can give next. So yeah, those are the 5 tracks on this album. I'm not going to give it a rating because I don't want to feel like I'm just being like, oh my god, they're my friends, I love them, 5 out of 5 stars. But I do genuinely recommend this band, and Vicky has spoken to me about like the music she's been doing and things, because she knows that this is sort of my genre as well. Like, she's obviously into it as well, but she knows that I would be like, you could do this and tweak this. I remember when they were recording with Clockwork Opera, I gave them a couple of like tips just to how to perfect things a little bit. Like, again, constructive, not mean. But yeah, if you can see these guys, give it a go, and I recommend checking them out on YouTube. And yeah, tell them Vicky sent you and just give them a little bit of love and check them out and see what you think. Thank you very much for sending me this. It means a lot to me. I was not expecting to get a copy unless I was paying for it. But yeah, I'm just trying to think, make sure I've covered everything that I wrote down, because I just really want people to get the word, and I want to help this band because I do think they've put a lot of work and effort into this EP. So yeah, check them out and talk to me about them, tell me what you think. See you later.